Alright, I've got the third seam done on all of my blocks. So now it's time to trim. And as I had mentioned before, unfortunately I have to trim these to much smaller than the design calls for. This is probably one of my smallest blocks, and you have to find your smallest block. And I've got a 14 by 14 square. If I just add another inch with this one, if I bring this ruler right to the 1 inch spot, I just barely, there's a little bit, not quite right there for the 15, but I'm certainly not making it any smaller. This is going to greatly affect the size of my quilt. I mean, we're talking 2 inches less per block. That's not good. But I will figure it out. One solution is to be adding a border onto this. This quilt does not call for a border. But I'll put these together, I'll sash them up, I'll see how big it is, and then we'll take it from there. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. So for right now, I'm going to use the 2 rulers. I'm going to use my square and then my straight edge to start trimming all of my blocks. Alright, I stand corrected on this. It's actually only an inch shorter than it's supposed to be. It is actually a 16 by 16 square. The 16 inches that way, and 16 that way. I'm glad I remeasured this before I cut my second one. So it's not quite as bad as I thought, but still smaller than it's supposed to be. So we'll keep cutting. I'm just going to cut this one down. That's about, part of that is 17, but the other part is not. The blocks are squared up and mounted on the wall. So my next step is to cut the fabric for the sashing and start putting them together. So I came really close to having a 17-inch block. If it weren't for those one seam that I goofed on, it would have been a 17-inch block without a problem. As it is, they're 16 inches. Hopefully once I put the sashing on, it'll still be big enough for a throw. So there we go, squared up. Yay!